As with any of these videos, some of you have been with me from the beginning, and I appreciate all of your support. And then others of you are new. Maybe you may or may not know certain things about me. Back in 2011, there was an earthquake and tsunami. For most people, this was just something that you saw on the news. I mean, the images are disturbing and devastating. But for a handful of us, we did have extended family members in this area. Um, there were cell phones, and for the most part, most of my extended family members, they did answer their cell phones, so we knew they were okay. There were four that did not respond. Three of four, sadly, are confirmed. They're a part of the several thousand people who lost their lives. Not from the earthquake. The earthquake, everybody was okay. It was the 30 plus foot tsunami that uh, cost them their life. At first, we thought there were four because the fourth person didn't reply back. And a week later, we did get a hold of her, and she said as soon as the earthquake hit, I mean, she knew, she knows their drill. Run to the nearest highest ground. She ran to the nearest mountain, and by the time she got to the top of the mountain, the ocean wave was up to her chin, and it stayed like that for like a week. She stayed outside overnight. I don't know how. We could not even begin to imagine the horror. Because I mean, she was prepared to, she was prepared for her life to end if that was what fate had for her. She was prepared. A week later, the watchers finally receded back to the ocean, so she would carefully walk back down the mountain. And then when she got to the surface, she called for help. So the fourth person, we do know she did survive, but the other three, survivor's guilt, knowing she survived, but three of her family members didn't make it. I can't even begin to imagine what she went through. So this one, and then it's been over a decade. We know more. After the Second World War, Japan had Cold War technology nuclear power plants, and there was an outcry. People said no. We just went through two atomic bombs dropped on us. We don't accept nuclear power plants in our country. But the government, they went ahead. They didn't listen to the people. Fast forward, decades later, United States. I don't know. Some of you are familiar with 3 Mile Island. If I remember, I'll include that link in the description box below. United States learned the hard way that we need to upgrade the nuclear power plants from Cold War technology to new technology that will protect all the nuclear power plants from that. So United States upgraded all their nuclear power plants because of 3 Mile Island, and then some of you may have heard about Chernobyl. Chernobyl also happened. That one was a little bit more difficult because it's in another country, and that country was like, no, we're not letting outsiders come in to help us out or figure out what went wrong. But United States sent some people over there without the other country knowing. Gathered information about exactly what went wrong, what needed to be done differently, and what needs to be done to make sure that doesn't happen in this country. So again, this country, they sent people over there, gathered the information, came back to the United States, and again, all of our nuclear power plants are upgraded. For reasons unknown, Japan did not do this. I mean, when the earthquake happened, the United States government immediately offered to help because they have the knowledge from 3 Mile Island, they have the knowledge from Chernobyl. But part of me, I do understand with Japan. They don't want to impose on other countries. Their response was, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. But we know what happened. They don't have the knowledge that we have. didn't have the skills that we have, and nuclear power plant disaster happened. So um, only next few decades we're gonna know what the long-lasting impact of the nuclear power plant meltdown is going to be with that country. And anyway, this is a time, another anniversary memorial for me to reflect on what happened in the past, and the lessons that we need to learn from that. It's always, hindsight is always 2020. If Japan didn't enter the war, they would not have had two atomic bombs dropped on them. But then, would they have installed nuclear power plants? Probably yes. Because I mean, even with the two atomic bombs being dropped on them, they accepted nuclear power plants anyway. So I know it's just you just wonder, what if something different happened in that country? Would they have? Would that country be completely different from what it is today? And yeah, my hearts go out to all the people who lost family members, because we definitely lost three. And on that note, I shall see you next time. Take care.